We wake up in a tent, there's the logo, and into the town of Bram. Gonna get the mic a little closer to me. Get my coffee ready. Oh, there's a little selfie, looking good, Queen. A little patisserie to start the day. Just a little French village on the Loire. I took that picture. I should have stayed there. I should have put my tent up under there. Anyway, bygones. Speaking of gone, we are gone back down and into Lille. Let this roll a little bit. Those are some quick edits. I want you to get a feel for what it's like riding in the city and what cities these are. But let me tell you, of all the cities I've been most excited about going over this bridge, I've been looking forward to this probably for 15 years since I did it last. Yeah, you're going to get the build-up. You're going to get the anticipation. You see that up there on the top of the hill? Actually, we need to, pull this over. There you go. You need to get a better look of that. I mean, you can already tell that is something magnificent up there. Super dramatic camera angle. Zoom in. Are you going to, yeah, here we go. He's going to zoom in. Welcome to Carcassonne. I guess we're going to do this twice. Sorry, it wasn't framed right. My favorite, it's actually a little village. Village, fortress, chateau. I don't know what you call it. This is my favorite in all of France. I remember when I was younger coming here, just gobsmacked. So let's go spend the day getting to know it down the beautiful little streets. Are we going to take another picture? I guess we are. Dramatic, zoom, no, maybe, yep. What are you doing? If this show is anything, it's a reminder that anyone can ride their bike, anyone can have a YouTube show, because I don't know what I'm doing. But you don't need to know what you're doing in towns like this. I mean, come on. In the shadow of a mighty fortress. Can you move with your boots and jeans? God's sakes. Here we go. Bienvenue. Welcome to Carcassonne. This is going to be dramatic. You bet your buns it's going to be dramatic. I'm so excited to be here. We're going to do some like slow camera, cinematic angles, artsy angles, cinema veritas angles, some look at this. I'm feeling it. I can tell. I do like this. I'm joking about it, but I like the fact that I can tell that I was enjoying filming this, like I was really kind of taking time. It's fun. Not to say that you get all chateaued out, because you don't. I'm amazed by all of them, but then you get to a place like this, and this is fairy tale. You're 12 years old again. It's looking down on the town of, I don't even know is that Lille? I don't know. I don't care. Inside, we've got some knights entombed, enshrined, little knight's feet. I don't know what this is, but it's interesting. It's a living village. It's a living city. Of course, they have cassoulet everywhere. Some of our favorite. We can't afford it here. We'll have some tonight. But a city within a city. It's medieval as you can get. Some of these are actually quite violent on the church. I think there was one. Yeah. Look at this. I don't know. But it's gorgeous, and I'm loving it. Yes, there are people here. They're touristy, but move. Putain du mer. But that's fine. It's fine being touristy. It deserves to be touristy. It's just, I know I keep saying incredible, but it really is incredible. I mean, you could spend a week in here exploring that tiny, I don't even know what we call it, town inside there. Anyway, this lady really doing my head in. Do you want to the left there so I can squeeze this big bike by? And the greatest decision I made all day was taking this right. This was on a whim. I didn't know anything about it. You're about to see why this was the greatest decision I made all day. Also the toughest decision I made all day. But I'm glad the camera's rolling. I'm glad I didn't go for a quick edit, because the sun setting, you go around the corner. Look at this. The shape that it's still in. Say what you will about the French. They keep their stuff in order. Now, life is about to get harder. Why in the world would I include this in a gorgeous video of my favorite spot on this trip because I want you to really get a feel for some of the shit you have to go through. Sorry for cursing, but that's what it is. Sometimes for cool angles and excellent experiences, you have to push 175 pounds of bicycle up some rocks, make a big turn, lean it against something sturdy, all so you can get some nice photos of your bike and the castle or the town or the fortress, and it's worth it. That's not AI, that's not Photoshop, that sky is that blue. Carcassonne is that incredible. I really loved being here, and I love being able to say that. You know what I mean? It's a very special place. However, because I want you to get a feel for what life is like taking your bicycle around France, which sounds très bon, but it is not always très bon. Sometimes it's très tough, really hard work. So now I'm getting down these massive steps, kind of leaning, Thank you. That was actually very nice of him to move. But that wasn't a very smart move. So now I have to get the bike back up. Guy in the red's going to be of no help. You can tell by the way he wears his backpack, he's going to be of no help. Jerk. So now I've got to lift it up by the seat and pull it over. But again, look at what I'm looking at. Is the juice worth the squeeze? It most certainly is. And now we have this. This looks like a video game. This looks like the new chapter of a video game where you just go in and it doesn't look real. It doesn't feel real. Like, I've been there twice now and I'm looking at the video now and I'm sitting here going, is that real? Is it a simulation? I don't know. Anyway, sadly, we have to go. Which means heading back into town. And where are you going? That was a boring clip. Numéro 3. Merci. Le vélo, numéro 3. Look at this French. Merci beaucoup. And yet another hard part of the day. Number 1, you gotta scoot, you gotta run, you gotta move. Lord. Did you smoke a cigarette, huh? Stage of protest. So another part of you, lifting this, look how thin this is, look how skinny this is. You've got to lift the front part of the bike up with all your stuff. Then you've got to kind of wedge your foot in, then you have to pull it back up. You hear me arguing with somebody, I think. Here. I've got the sound off when I'm recording this, so at some point you can hear that I'm miffed. Anyway, barely fits in, and so now you got to back that thing up somehow. Everybody's mad at me. That's fine. Now you kind of just find a place for it. It won't fit in those. It would be in the tire. The bike is too heavy, 175 pounds. So you just kind of, you just lean it. That's a seatbelt I've got. And that makes me feel like I'm cycling fast. Oh, somebody's in France feeling artsy. Queen. I haven't even been drinking. Look at that. You like how I'm making fun of the French? Oh, that's a nice angle, speaking of the French. And another hard part of our day, getting it out without the whole thing toppling over. I'm glad this was left in the edits. I really am. You need to know how hard this is. I'm not begging for sympathy. It's worth it, but we're still here. We're still trying to not fall out of the train, not break everything on our bike, not break the bike, not break the rider, which is a higher possibility. And then we exit. Slowly, I should say. We exit. These are the people that rebuilt the Notre Dame in 5 years, right? Not here, not down south. Okay. Listen, if you're waiting, I'm waiting. We're waiting. Everybody's waiting. Welcome to life on the... For God's sakes. I'll tell you what, about being a New Yorker at one time, taught me how to move a little bit quicker down the road. Anyway, Béziers. Beautiful, nice place to just sit and watch. It's a very French scene right there. But the sun is getting lower and lower, and even though that's pretty, that means we have to find a place to put the tent up, which is worrying. Artistic, but worrying. I go to buy gas, I get the wrong gas, so there's no hot food for tonight, so I find like a really crappy patch to put my tent up in. I think I have a Snickers, but what a fantastic day. See you tomorrow.